This is Vietnam, a beautiful country with rich culture, breathtaking landscape, and delicious food. During November last year, I was fortunate enough to spend 10 days in this beautiful country. 10 days of amazing temples and pagodas, scenic countrysides, lots of UNESCO World Heritage sites, and of course, mouth-watering foods. In this video series, I'll be taking you to my time in northern Vietnam, the places I've been to, the activities I did, the food I ate, and bunch of other information. So without a further ado, let's get started. Good morning everyone. It's day 6 of our Vietnam trip and we are in the capital city of Hanoi. Today I got up very early in the morning to see the famous Long Bien Bridge which holds a significant historical value to Vietnamese people. The early morning scene in Hanoi Old Quarter is so calm before the daily hustle and bustle kicks in as the day progresses. The Long Bien Bridge was just a 15-minute walk from Hanoi Old Quarter and I reached there in no time. The Long Bien Bridge was completed during 1903 and has been destroyed many times during the Vietnam War in the 70s. This bridge connects Hanoi with Long Bien district, which was one of the stronghold of Vietnamese forces during the Vietnam War. This is actually a new bridge, not the actual old Long Bien Bridge. However, it still has some of the sections that were there in the old bridge. A very common misinformation about this bridge is that architect Gustave Eiffel, who designed the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris, has designed this bridge as well. However, this is not true. It was actually designed by a French company called Dede and Pile Company. There was a local food market below this bridge and I decided to shop for some fresh fruits. While returning to my hotel, I actually witnessed the Vietnamese way of crossing the road in heavy traffic. It was scary as well as exciting at the same time. After returning to our hotel, we got freshened up and had breakfast. Today we are going to one of the most anticipated tour of our Vietnam trip, the Ha Long Bay. We booked the Ha Long Bay day tour as we did not have time for a 2-day or a 3-day tour. There are so many options and cruises to choose from and we opted for Diamond Cruise, as it seems most of the cruises operating here in Ha Long Bay is very good. For us it was perfect as they picked us from our hotel in Hanoi Old Quarter. It took almost 2 hours drive from Hanoi to Ha Long City. At the port, it can get really clumsy as there are numerous cruise operators around. However, our guide was very experienced one and knows what she was doing and guided us to our cruise at the harbour.
Đúng rồi, hết rồi. Gom lại một mẻ luôn.
It was really hot and humid that day and we could only get ourselves comfortable in the air-conditioned dining hall. However, the visibility was very clear from the dining hall and we didn't need to go to the upper deck in the first hour.
So the name of our cruise, ladies and gentlemen, get it in your mind for...
The operator firstly introduced themselves and told us the itinerary of the day and then we were served with a buffet lunch. It was a great lunch as we feasted on fresh seafood and other variety of dishes. We passed through the grandeur of legendary Ha Long Bay with thousands of limestone islands. It's truly a sight to behold and we couldn't believe our eyes that such natural wonder even exists. It surely lives up to its tag as an UNESCO World Heritage Site. The bright and sunny weather that day made it more beautiful. We then stopped at our first spot, the Bohon Island. This island houses the most beautiful and the largest cave in Halong Bay, the Sangsot Cave. The journey to the cave from the pier is a bit of trek as there are a lot of stairs and I could see few of my co-passengers were out of breath.
Everybody is. Oh no. Stairs are biggest enemies.
The Sangsot Cave is the largest and the most beautiful cave in Halong Bay, which features a wide range of rock formations and sparkling stalactites.
নিচে জাস্ট 1-2 সেন্টিমিটার গ্যাপ আছে মাটির সাথে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
This cave have many limestone formations like mammoth, horses, turtle and flowers, which really a sight to behold. It's a very large cave with multiple chambers and our guide quite efficiently guided us to all those chambers. Remember to carry a towel or a handkerchief as the cave is very humid and you are going to sweat like crazy. Halong Bay is a plastic free zone, so you will get water in a can, which of course expensive than plastic bottled water. After our Sangsot Cave experience, we again hopped on to our cruise and went to our next spot, the Luon Cave. The Luon Cave actually is a passing cave to a beautiful lagoon. People mostly do kayaking here as it is the best way to explore the beauty of this lagoon. However, we were not carrying extra piece of clothes, so we decided not to do kayaking. However, our guide arranged us a bamboo boat ride for those who didn't do the kayaking, which was a pleasant surprise to say the least. The view of the lagoon was really beautiful as it was totally surrounded by the tall limestone cliffs. We saw a lot of primates that actually live in this lagoon, which was really great.
They are very careful about that.
After spending almost an hour here, we again hopped onto our cruise and went to our third and final spot, the T-Top Island. We were given an hour in the T-Top Islands to spend. There are few things you can do in T-Top Island, like swim or chill in the T-Top beach, do kayaking, or what we did, hiking to the top of T-Top Island viewpoint to see the Halong Bay from 100-meter height. Climbing on T-Top Island is an activity you surely cannot miss. By taking approximately 400 steps, you can conquer the peak of the island, which gives you the chance to see the immensity and majesty of the Halong Bay from above. After our final stop at T-Top Island, we returned to our cruise for returning to the Halong Pier. While returning, we went to the upper deck of our cruise to witness the vast landscape of the Halong Bay. We were really mesmerized by the view as the sun goes down at the horizon. After returning to the port, we were greeted by our driver and reached our hotel after almost 2 hours of drive. We were really tired today as it was an eventful day throughout. However, we were not finished yet, as no trip in Hanoi complete without visiting the famous beer street. It was almost 10 pm, so we thought that there won't be much of crowd in Beer Street. However, to our surprise, Beer Street was packed with people and we actually had to struggle a bit to get ourselves a place to sit. It was really crazy how so many people come here to drink and party. I ordered myself a chilled beer and watched as the crazy night goes on. After finishing my beer, finally we call it a day and return to our hotel. Tomorrow we have an early morning flight as we are going to the central part of Vietnam and my favorite place, Da Nang. Here is some glimpse of tomorrow's video. Stay tuned.